Hello and welcome to the stream. Special hello to Question and Hof, who are already here. How you doing, mates? Question with the sub 20 years, but months. Years would be quite a lot. Months, also pretty good. Booyah! So my name is Starnum J, and recently, can I show the video? Can I show the music? No, I can't. Recently, I went to do some racing, and I thought that today I would start out about by telling about that. So we went to the racetrack in Assen, the TT Assen, famous for the motor races. By the way, I'm just realizing the volume. I changed some volume settings, so if people have like any remarks regarding that, like things too loud or soft, let me know. The track was the TT circuit in Assen, famous for the motor races. Oh, later sub got changed. I finally saw it. Sub got changed to Question. But we were not gonna do motor races. We were just gonna drive cars because, well, I don't have a motor driver's license or whatever. Things go. So yeah, my alarm went at 10 to 7 that day because well, my dad's the kind of person who wants to really make sure we're on time everywhere. Started the day by going from by taking the train Enschede to Zwolle, then picking up my dad. He's in the van. Well, actually, my dad picking up me. He's in the van over there at Zwolle, from where we drove to Assen. I drove that part from Zwolle to Assen because, well, I don't have a car. Last time I drove regularly was 2013, so the idea was that maybe it would be nice if I drove a little bit before we started going on the track. So that's what we did. This is arriving at Assen. I also have some pictures. There's my dad at Assen. With he brought his own helmet because he has helmets and like COVID and stuff. I didn't have a helmet. I just stood there, and we had pretty long waits because, yeah, obviously we were there way too early. Right. So we eventually we had a lunch there, early lunch. Yeah, he's not on Twitch yet. There's no Daddy, as far as I know, no Daddy J on Twitch, but maybe someday. So we had really early lunch, like I mean, earlier than I often have breakfast, I have to admit, but lunch was good. So a little bit of an introduction. You can see, by the way, in the background here, that's the main what would you call it? The tribune, whatever. The grandstand where all the people could watch. Some people were actually watching because this weekend this happened on Thursday. I'm filming this on Sunday. This weekend there were a lot of races, and on Thursday the track was open for a general practice, which also meant that there were some really fast Porsches and stuff on track, which was the scariest part of it all. don't really want to crash into one of those. So yeah, we were at the signing in. We were put into four groups. Little green wristband here because we were. Do I also drive at home? You mean this is spoiler alert? Oh wait, I'm actually doing stuff if I'm turning the wheel. Like, controlling the gamepad. But yeah, that's not real driving. So the green and another group, our first thing we did was the slalom. Wasn't the most exciting item, you know, just getting in the car and driving around some cones. I got a small video of the third of my third and final attempt, because that was the best attempt. Because well, the dude said at the start, yeah, do everything in second gear. So I also drove away in second gear, and on my second try, I actually stalled when I drove away. So we are waiting for the other car to finish the course. Also, they are really low cones, so you really can't see them when you're anywhere close to them. So you really gotta get a feel in where they are. And yeah, this is the best attempt, but I don't think I knocked any cones over here. It's looks kind of leisurely. I mean, it sort of was leisurely also. So yeah, I don't know. I thought that this was a decent attempt, my best attempt by far, and oh, that wasn't supposed to autoplay. Go away. So yeah, it was at least good that we had 3 attempts, and also there were actually remarkably many people, I thought, who had spectators with them. By the way, you can also see the arena, or the grandstand is continuing over there. The circuit was actually, yeah, behind that fence. Remarkably quite a lot of spectators, you know, people who brought along friends or family. I'm pretty sure that I wouldn't enjoy myself just watching, but apparently some people do. And so it's Sir Henny. The good luck with the grind. So even though and the slalom was the first thing, we had loads of people there. They combined 2 groups for the slalom, and actually when everybody had a turn, I was like, wait, half the people here haven't driven yet. But again, they were just the spectators. So we got 3 attempts in. I also took some pictures of my dad, of course. He also drove, and then we got to the second thing, and the second thing was the driving around ourselves in the. Well, here I'm putting on the helmet. We were driving in these cars, the BMW E30s. First, you'd go around in the as a passenger. So yeah, better strap in, I suppose. Already already with a sort of focused look, I think. It's really when the dude, so the dude driving is of course a professional driver, or at least, well, I don't know if he's professional. He might just be supplementing his hobbies, funds with doing this. But yeah, the very first time he breaks when you come out of the pit lane and go the turner, you go around the corner, you're already like, whoa, this is really a lot, and you know, getting tossed around in the car. Surprisingly, though, it you get used to it really quickly. Like we did 2 laps, and at the end it felt like normal. It's really weird how quickly the mind adjusts to the situation. So there we go. And this is me driving now, or preparing to drive. Getting everything ready. So yeah, these cars, they did have double pedals. That is to say, the professional driver, he also was I nervous? Well, yes, because I don't know if you were there when I said it. There were a lot of expensive, really expensive and fast cars on the track. So yeah, you really don't wanna you really don't want to crash into them. I'm just looking at this YouTube. This is from today at Assen. So these were the kind of cars that were having their free practice at the same time, and yeah, that was my main worry. I wasn't so worried about flying off the track or anything, but yeah, getting one of these behind you who's really wanting to get past you, and it's that wasn't really that was a bit scary, especially because the mirrors were kind of put in place so that the passenger, the professional driver, could see the cars around. So your vision is really limited. Also, yeah, you just really couldn't see all that much actually. Also because this part was in the way. When you were going to in a right-handed corner, on the curbs on the left, I couldn't see. So you kind of really had to go by feel there, like where on the track are you even? And yeah, that was really the scariest bit. But these cars, they did have the double pedals, so the passenger could also brake if he felt he needed to. They were also really focused at, like, if you go from third gear to fourth gear, really push the gear lever away from you, so you don't actually accidentally go from third to second gear, because that will wreck the car. Which is also why when I drove out of the pit, even when going from 2 to 3, I accidentally put it from 2 to 5. So yeah, I had a lot of issues with shifting gears. Fortunately, that didn't really matter. And also in these cars, we did the entire track in third and fourth gear. I mean, the slowest part of the track, you probably want to go second gear, but yeah, this just made it easier. And Yeah, well, there was a lot going on with all the other cars on the track. It's really wrecking, and also yeah, it was over pretty quickly. It was cool, but yeah, I would have wished this came later in the day. So the next thing we did, and maybe you so big. That's what she said. Uh, this is me driving away. Most interesting part, but it's proof that I actually drove and not just sat in the car to for the pictures. Stupid DLC player always resizing. Can I? Nice Photoshop skills, yeah, really. So yeah, that was me. That went. I mean, doesn't look too fast. I think it's. I don't know, maybe. Well, when the camera has a hard time keeping up when we get past. Oh. Next up. The next thing we did was a backwards 180, which yeah, we got just outside the track for that, and this is actually a little karting track. Behind that, well, it's a dune essentially. Behind that dune is the track. You can see some of the track buildings over there. So yeah, we went for a reverse 180 on a bit of wet track, which also yeah, a quite slippery bit of tarmac. You had to really line it up correctly, because if you got out of the slippery bits, it would really mess up the car. I don't think I really did that. My dad got it wrong once. Yeah, just there we go. It's that kind of felt quite natural, actually. Like you didn't really have to think about it. Just rotate and you go back, and yeah, that was fun. We also did that many times, because yeah, we did that with just 4 cars and just drive the same bit over and over again, and that was fun. That also felt good. So next up, we were having the flying laps, which so this is a more powerful car, and this one we were only the passenger. But yeah, this is the fastest we went, and of course, getting driven around isn't as fun as actually driving it yourself, but still pretty fun. Also makes you kind of sweaty. Okay, this is afterwards, but there was more going on. Do we have? No, I don't think we have pictures of that part then from my dad, or because most of the pictures I'm showing are pictures my dad took, because Oh wait, no. Uh, because for some reason I'm more often in the pictures my dad took, and he's more often in the pictures I took. Weird how that goes. So this is my pictures. So, by the way, yeah, here you can really see sometimes you'd go 3 wide, and like this would be the kind of car I'd be in, and you know, having like those two in your rear view mirror. Um, yeah, just some of the stuff. We also just stood next to constantly. Yeah, it's kind of bizarre. Also, I mean, I guess people will realize this, but they are pretty loud when they come by at full speed. So some people, for reasons I don't quite get, when they got in of having ridden the track, then in the pit lane they decided they wanted to quickly rev the gears, like just one more time. I don't know what's the fun in that, especially if you've already if you're already driving the car at speed just a minute earlier. But whatever. So some great pictures I take, always best quality. So yeah, this was the yeah, but you already make a lot of noise. Like if it was like you had to be quiet for an entire day, and then at the end of the day, finally you can make some noise. Okay, then I get it. But if you just made all the noise, why do you still want to make more noise at that point? So these are the final cars we drove, and yeah, these aren't. You can maybe guess the most powerful cars ever, but so they also, one of those cars had technical issues earlier, and one of them had ran out of fuel on track, which meant this this part was really delayed, and I wasn't entirely sure if they would go on longer than they'd announced on the schedule, and they turns out they didn't, because the track just closed at 4:30. You know, the marshals and stuff wanting to go home. So the group before us really taking way too long, and so when we finally got to go, it was already 4 o'clock, and then it's still first you be the passenger. So I kind of made sure that I was one of the earlier people for this part, and turned out to be a good thing, because at least one person in our group didn't get to drive this one around, just because, you know, track closed. That's it, end of the day. So this car did not have the double pedals, so you were really on your own here. And yeah, in this one, I felt in control. Like you could see way more of the track from this car, and including with the mirrors. So yeah, I was on top of it, and I think I enjoyed this most, and I would have liked it if this was before driving the BMWs, because yeah, I think if I had this experience earlier, maybe in the BMW, I would have also been able to, you know, drive and be on top of things, instead of it felt like I was always like 2 steps behind in the BMW. I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah, it was just you know, I was like focusing on the corner, and then the, the then the co-driver is look out, there's one on your inside, and he grabbed the wheel, and it was it was too much chaos in the BMW. But this I could handle, and I had fun there. So then it was back to a meeting where the people with who were the fastest at the slalom at the start, they got a little prize, but wasn't me or my dad. And then I drove back to Enschede. This time my dad drove because yeah, I was feeling a bit tired. We actually went to get a little ice cream at Vanderpool, and then we went our separate ways. So yeah, that was my day at the racetrack. It definitely was fun. I don't really feel like doing it again. It's really like you want to get that experience in once, or at least I wanted to get that experience in once, but doing it again would feel a bit pointless to me. Some of the people there were apparently doing it loads of time, but well, loads is a lot, but multiple times, that ain't for me. So yeah, let's actually see if we can race in it, race the same track. So I have a video game, and again, the audio, I don't know if the audio gonna work or correctly, so let me know when we get there. Bam, and bam. 10 laps. Maybe a bit much, but oh. Oh, I mess up. I mess up. Let's try that again. Because I want the race to be perhaps a little bit shorter. So can we get the music to appear? Also be nice. Oh, that would have been behind my back anyway. All right, so this is in essence the car I drove. No, not I drove. This is the car that I got driven around in, the fastest car of the day, by the professional driver. But we didn't get to drive it. Let's see if this works. Anybody has any like audio suggestions? One moment. No. I need to change the thingamajigger. Controls locked. Yeah, whatever. I need to change this up a little bit so I can actually read it. Restart. There are categories for this? Yes, of course, there is a Twitch category for this. Twitch category for nearly everything. And now we are also doing that. I think probably you guys would like the game audio a bit lower. So we're doing 8 laps against 9 opponents in the same car. Oh, right. I have to shift manually. They are all crushing me. So, alright, so the next corner is really an easy full speed corner always. So this one, you really want to make into 2 corners, or into 1 corner, these 2. So, right. Slowest corner on the track. You normally want to go outside in, but there was a car there. So in the final car, we really went early left here, so the rest of the cars could just use the track. Right here, yeah, the people really went even on the green stuff. You could see a lot of tire marks on the green there on the inside. So the corner coming up was actually a bit tighter than it looked on in the race, I thought. This corner here. Oh. Damn it. I'm still last. So here, you'd want to exit with speed, so not like I did. This is easy, full speed. So you'd kind of make this one really going straight on here into there, and just a little reduction of speed. Yeah, a little braking. I probably did too much. Wanted to be safe. With this, I didn't get to practice as often because quickly went into pits, and also one of my laps. There was a Porsche behind, and he didn't really. He could have passed me, but he really didn't trust the situation. So we kind of both got got that corner screwed up for us. But because I was like getting out of the way, but he wasn't. He wasn't taking the gap because he didn't trust the gap. Oh, that was the wrong way. Gear shift wrong way. You have to get the gear lever towards you to shift up, and it somehow feels more logical to me that a way is shifting up. I don't know why. So, no. For some reason I put my game really on the other side of chat, so if I want to read chat, I have to turn my head the long way around, and then I might just end up in the grass. But chat's not saying a whole lot. Except cool. I think cool is cool. So yeah, this steering wheel is kind of twitchy. Well, actually, the steering was easier in real life than it is with this setup. Oh, no. Yo, Ben, how you doing, mate? So if you just joined us, I drove this track. I was also in this car last Thursday, so now we're checking out basically how it compares to the computer game. So thus far I'm kind of making a mess of it, but let's just say that the AI is just really good. I made the AI super strong here. That's what happened. Not failing. I'm just giving myself a real big challenge. Also, how is the audio? Oh, like how are the relative volumes of my voice and the game and the music? Yeah, this missing the apex like that, it happens to me in the game, but not in real life. Also, those tire piles are really there to give you a bit of a visual clue of where to aim for. Music a little quiet relative to the game. Yeah. Also get the impression that this song in particular might be a bit low, but I can maybe just touch it up a little bit for you guys. I mean, I like the game a bit loud to, you know, be able to hear how I am doing on the reps. Also here, yeah, my breaking point in real life was clearly after the 100 meter sign. The breaking points do sort of work out. Well, I say that, but I wasn't driving this car, obviously, but trust me, you feel when you're the passenger, you can feel when the guy brakes, because it's really, you know, the point when you get tossed forward in your chair. That's when he brakes. So we're still in visual sight of the AI. Let's call that something positive. I'm really throw it in a bit more aggressive there, but thing is, I'm not consistent, so I need to leave myself some margin for when I get too far wrong one way or the... I don't know if that makes sense, but if I was consistent, I could drive on the edge, but because I'm not consistent, like sometimes if I have a little space to spare, then sometimes because of not being consistent, I will use up all the space, and sometimes I actually have double the space left. I don't think that's a very good explanation, but can't drive on the edge, really. So that's... I only accidentally reached the edge, and not more than that. Also, yeah, my setup is... my pedals are just gas and brake. During the race I did... during the track days, I did. I had full manual, so also had to use the clutch, and but it was really just pressing the clutch and the brake at the same time, and also, well, actually in that final car I showed, I did go to second gear here. My dad was in the car with the other instructor, and he didn't want to go below third, so he did everything in third and fourth, the entire track. Here you can sort of see that I'm using anything from third to fifth in this one. Also not crashing to the AI if we can. Maybe. What was I telling about gears? Oh yes, so it was really just clutch and brake at the same time. And also, yeah, we wanted to be ready with everything before the corner, like no shifting gear, no real braking in the corner. Bump. That may not be the fastest, but you know, there's so much going on already that just having everything ready before the corner is really useful. Oh, cool shirt. Yes, thanks. It's a new shirt. Nah! I got taken out by the AI, but I did manage to pass him. Almost passing two. Can we get on the inside? Maybe. We can get on the inside, but can we get alongside? And also gonna be the outside pretty soon, but we are ahead. Woohoo! That was shifting the wrong direction. Yeah, you would never distract me, would you, Sir Henny? How's the grind going, by the way? That was a decent corner, actually. Wow. Out me way! No, no! Ah. I said something nice about my drive. I said something positive about my driving, and of course, driving gods will instantly have to punish me for that. Meh. But we are still in not last place. That's good. Woohoo! Could have taken more speed there. Also, the AI could have taken more speed there. It's maybe good to know that it's... If they go slower than necessary there, it might be a good overtaking spot. So apparently there. Woohoo! I don't know why I was going here, because I can't really overtake on the outside. Not my problem! Ooh. What? No! No! No. Am I in last place again? I think so. Roar. By the way, if people have any idea what they want me to do after this, let me know. I could do some Trackmania, I could do chess, could do something completely different. Let me know what you want to see. Leader is on final lap. Oh, I didn't even realize that we were that close to the end. I mean, it's right in front of me, the lap counter, but I wasn't really paying attention to it. Alright, so let's try to at least not come last. That would be nice. Too far behind. They're really braking a lot in the corner, those AI cars. Ah! Taken out. Murdered by the AI. I would never murder them, but they murder me. I'd murder them any chance I get. Don't worry about that. Can we get on the inside here? Really wants to take me out. Alright, we got decent exit speed there. For once. Why are you braking here? Right. Going too wide in there. Can't really do anything with that. Alright, P8 out of 10. Not last. Did I at least get the fastest lap? I did get the fastest lap. Though guy behind me somehow got the fastest first sector. Also, I mean, my best lap was a 2:0:08, so that's 3/10 faster than this dude's fastest lap. So, I mean, it was sort of consistent. I think we made a good